Did you order the TMNT box set from Arrow Video? Did you make a smart buying collecting decision, or should you have waited a little bit more? Well, let's get into this. Now it's time to super ninja slice into these TMNT box set announcements from Arrow Video. I know some people online are super overhyped about these box sets, but we're going to look at it from a different perspective. I'm going to give you guys the pros to these box sets, but I'm also going to give you guys the cons, the negatives, some things to be cautious about, just to help you make a better buying decision for your collecting needs, of course. But first, you love collecting physical media just like me, whether it's 4K, Blu-ray, Steelbook, box set, slipcover, boutique, studio titles, you are in the right spot, my mega collecting friend. Go ahead and TMNT slash that like and subscribe for more physical media news topic videos. Of course, leave in the comments below. Are you picking up this new TMNT box set? Which one are you going for? And what most excites you about this franchise? But let's get into this. So now let's go ahead and TMNT Ninja Slash into the news on these Arrow Video announcements, these box sets, these 4K Blu-ray box sets. You have so many different options here, people. Now we're going to look at this from a different perspective, though, than most people online. A lot of people online are just overhyping it. They want you to buy it, to use their affiliate links so they can get credit for it. And I'm like, wow, okay, I love talking about the positives and pros. We're definitely going to do that here. But also, we're going to look at that perspective of some cons and negatives, just some things to be cautious about before you decide to pre-order these, okay? Because I want you to make more informed buying decisions for your own collecting needs, of course. I want you guys to have all the information to make a better decision for whatever you want to do at the end of the day. Once again, it's your money, you spend it how you want. But we're getting these two different box sets here. Once again, you can go 4Ks, you can go Blu-rays. I would assume most people would go 4Ks just because that's kind of the big upgrade there. But you get two different art designs. Do you want to go through the Arrow exclusive art design, right, on the Arrow website store? Okay, maybe you do. That's the one that actually really tempted me because I'm like, ooh, not only do I really like the picture, it's also an Arrow, video site exclusive. I'm like, oh man, that is one that could possibly sell out. And then you're not going to be able to find that, say, at like Amazon or Barnes and Noble down the road, because once again, it's supposed to be, Arrow site exclusive. And I really like the design there, that newly kind of artwork where it's just you got all the characters. It's almost like neon. It just kind of like pops the colors. Oh my gosh, looks really darn cool. So I was almost tempted myself just on that alone to go for that one. But if you don't care for that new artwork, you can still get, theatrical poster artwork on the other one. So I love how there's multiple options and they're giving you these multiple options up front. I've been tough on these boutique labels and studios where they kind of give you one option, a few months later, they give you a different option. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just give us all the options up front, please. And then we'll make the decision on what we want to buy. So I love how Arrow Video did this. Thank you, Arrow Video, for being straight up, truthing it out there. I appreciate it. But yeah, you get all these different options. Now, what do you actually get in here? Of course, you're getting the 4Ks of these TMNT movies. But let me talk about kind of the specs here, at least what I got from like a website. IGN is saying, okay, so new 4K restoration of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the original 35 negative by Arrow Film. So that seems really darn cool. I love to hear there's restoration work because that's where 4K really makes a difference when they do quality restoration work. Hopefully they did a great job here, but Arrow always does great on the visuals. So I'm just going to assume right now it's going to be pretty darn cool, but we'll have to wait and actually see it to make it official. You also get new 4K restorations of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 and 3 from the original Interpositives by Arrow Film. So Interpositives versus camera negatives, you guys might have to let me know the real difference there. I think better is the original camera negative. You guys let me know in the comments if I have that completely wrong. But that's still cool. Once again, there's 4K restoration work being done on all these movies. I love them putting the extra time and effort to that. Don't always see that, but it makes a big difference for 4K. Now, original stereo audio remix, Dolby Atmos surround audio for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That first one, that is freaking amazing. Oh my gosh, I love a good audio mix. We know how important sound is on a 4K disc. That Dolby Atmos, if they did that sound mixing right, it's gonna sound amazing. Oh my gosh, I just love the way those movies sound too, and they have like a fun soundtrack with them as well. Okay, original stereo audio remix DTS 5.1 surround audio for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 and 3. Now, I wish they would have done a new Dolby Atmos track for all of them, because like if you're gonna do it with one of them, do it for all of them. You have the technology, you could have definitely done that. So that is one negative there. I wish it would really have been, consistent across the board. 1 through 3 Dolby Atmos track. Really get in there, remix it well, and give us some great sound. It still might sound awesome, but like I said, just take it up the next level if you can. Now, brand new director's commentaries for all 3 films. That's awesome if you love commentaries. I'm not always the biggest commentary person, but I know some people really love them. So that's cool they did that for the movies. Brand new cast and crew interviews now. Ooh, I'm really interested in that for all 3 films, because I love a good interview, learn about the making of the movie from the cast and crew. I mean, they have the best perspectives because, once again, they were a part of making the movie. I want to see that. And I love how they got those new special features in there. That's fantastic. Perfect Bound Collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film. So that's cool if you're into kind of those book and information outlets there. I'm not like the biggest booklet fan, but it's cool to have it. But I don't really ever go through and like read it word for word. But hey, it's a little addition. Why not? Reversible sleeves featuring original and newly commissioned artwork. Once again, that's very cool. I love some reversible artwork. More artwork designs available is always better, in my opinion. But that's just kind of the technical specs there. Like I said, there's a lot of good stuff there, a lot of new stuff there, which once again is so heavily tempting me to consider getting this set here. But we're going to get into a massive rant on some negatives about these sets and how you can buy them that a lot of people aren't really talking about. And I think we need to shine a light on it here. So let's get into a massive rant next. So time for our TMT massive rant. Bebop and Rocksteady, we're going to rant this up right now. So yes, I do like these sets. I do. I mean, come on. Arrow Video is doing some great work here, and I don't want that to be overshadowed, because a lot of people have been wanting these types of sets for the longest time. And from all the stuff they're adding with those new special features and those art designs, I mean, Arrow Video is really almost going all out. Like I said, there were some areas they could do better. Dolby Atmos tracks for all 3 films and that, but I mean, they're doing pretty close. They're still getting an A in my book so far. But let's talk about some of the stuff a lot of people aren't talking about here. So the price here, you can get it off Arrow Video site right now. The 4K set for, I believe, $70 or $65 for the Blu-ray set. So why not just go 4K set, right? Not big of a price difference there. And that's the same for, the Arrow exclusive artwork versus the theatrical poster artwork. They're not changing the price on that, which thank goodness. I appreciate that, Arrow Video. Once again, you're giving us different artwork designs, different choices, but you're not charging us on that. So I absolutely love to see that. But I will say, some ordering issues, because I did want to order this. I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't like the pre-order stuff day one. It's always more expensive. I bet you can find this cheaper down the road. Even if I don't get the Arrow exclusive one, I can get the regular theatrical poster artwork looking one from Barnes & Noble later when they do an Arrow 50% off sale, or on Amazon when they match it. So I think I can get this a lot cheaper later, like $35. But I'm like, you know what? Just for that artwork, I think I'm going to pre-order it now. So I went to the cart, like, hey, I can get a 10% code too, new email. Why not? I'm like, okay, this is good. Now it's down to like $63. Let's go. And then they said, oh, you're going to get charged for shipping now. Because I think you have to have over a certain amount not to be charged for shipping. I think it's, I want to say it's over $70. And because I did the coupon code, it took me down below that. And I'm like, oh man, by the time I add in the shipping and the tax, I'm going to probably still be pushing about 80. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I mean, if they gave me free shipping, I know you're saying, hey, why not just add in something else from Arrow Video or another pre-order? But all the other stuff just looked way overpriced. And I know I can get that other stuff later. Like I know I can get Spawn cheaper and a 50% off sale. In the Mouth of Madness, I'm like, I'm not gonna pay, $45 for one title. I can get that cheaper later on. So a lot of these sets, I'm like, you know what? I can wait and be patient on. I was really only going for the TMNT exclusive artwork design, but it's not $80. It's not worth it. Even though I like these movies, I like the first one quite a bit. I think the second one is fine. Third one, maybe not so much. So to get 3 movies for about $80 by the time it's all said and done, I think I can get it cheaper. Like I said, I've gotten amazing box sets from Arrow when they've gone on sale for a lot cheaper, like the Conan set. I think I paid like $30 for that. The Hellraiser set, I think I got like 40 to $60 on that. And I'm like, this is gonna go on sale. I know some people are like, it's gonna sell out. Order now. Use my code. Give me credit, right? These are gonna be around. If they sell out, they're gonna make more. If it's a popular set, they want more money. Now you might miss out on the Arrow exclusive design, but like I said, you're gonna be able to get the other standard one. Other places, like I said, when they do a Barnes and Noble 50% off sale, or it just gets discounted on Amazon randomly, or they match that other sale, it'll get cheaper later on. So if you're trying to budget, you're trying to save money, is there enough here to do that pre-order? I don't think there is, just barely. But if you do pre-order for the Arrow exclusive artwork, I do understand that too. If you really love that design and you don't want to lose out on that one, then totally worth it for the pre-order there. Like I said, I was tempted by that one myself. But like I said, even with all the new special features added, the new restoration work, which I really like. I mean, that's freaking phenomenal. I mean, it was tough to kind of pick at little things here that were negatives. But with the pricing, the shipping, I just don't like that. I think I might have to consider waiting here. But let's talk about if we're going to get a better set in the future with TMNT. What are some of the movies missing in this set? Because they didn't include every TMNT movie. So let's talk about the future of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles going forward. Talking about TMNT in the future, are we going to get better box sets than this? Not from Arrow Video, I don't think so. Now, will this jump hands eventually to say like a Kena Lorber, Scream Factory, something in the future? Who knows? Who cares at this point? Whatever. If it becomes available again, becomes available again. Are we going to get steelbooks? I don't think so. I mean, that's more Scream Factory does that over, say, Arrow Video. I like more how Arrow Video does their releases than, say, Scream Factory with 14, the triple dips and whatnot. So I don't think we have to worry there. Now, is there going to be a more complete box set where you start throwing in, the Michael Bay TMNT movies, throwing some of the TMNT cartoons and things like that? Get a really big, giant box set. Is that ever going to happen? That would be tough probably to get all the rights to that and get that set up. So I really don't think that would happen. Be very darn cool, don't get me wrong. I would be all over that set, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I think this is going to be really the standard if you want these original TMNT movies and the best box set possible on 4K. I think this is it. I don't think they're going to release these 4Ks later on with like updated Dolby Atmos tracks for 2 and 3. Now, maybe they do. Maybe they do standalone releases and they say, hey, maybe we can get some more extra money by updating the audio tracks there on 2 and 3. Maybe they do that. Maybe they do standalones in case maybe you didn't want the box set with all 3 and you only wanted the first one, or you only wanted the first 2, right? Maybe they do that in the future. I could see something like that as a possibility. But in terms of value, I think this box set is going to be the value. And it's not a terrible price. Like I said, the price could have been a lot worse. I mean, like they could have done $100 on this set. I'm still sure people would buy this sucker no matter what. Oh my gosh, there are some big TMNT fans out there. I'm a casual TMNT fan. Like I said, I love that first one. And I just, like I said, I don't know, that the shipping, the pricing, it threw me off by the end of it. And like I said, I'm okay with the theatrical poster artwork if I get that later on. Barnes& and Noble 50% off sale in the future, wait 6 months, wait a year, whatever it might be. I can do that. I can totally do that. I don't need these desperately right away. Like some people, once again, this might be some people's favorite franchise and they're going to get it day one. That's very cool. I absolutely love that. But yeah, I think for most people, you might be able to wait. Once again, if you're under some budget constraints, because like I said, they're going to have these movies later on, and they're going to keep selling them in some form or another. Okay. So you'll still be able to get them, but at a sell discount. So really, I think the people that are pre-ordering this one are the ones that absolutely love this franchise. It's in their top 5 favorite franchises of all time, or they want that Arrow exclusive artwork. But other than that, I think most people can wait on this one and then, yeah, pick it up when we get a darn deal and discount. But like I said, great sets. Overall, I think they are going to be the definitive 4Ks for TMNT for, next 5, 10, 15, probably forever, for physical media movie watching. So Very cool. Love what Arrow's doing. Arrow is like my favorite boutique label right now, just with their announcements and what they're actually putting into their discs. So, Arrow Video, keep up the great work. Maybe make a few of those slight critique improvements that I suggested, and get rid of that shipping cost. No shipping cost, please. No shipping cost. Or throw in like a t-shirt or something. But there you go, my friends. Those are just my current thoughts right now on these Arrow Video announcements for TMNT. You guys have to let me know your thoughts below. Are these worth the price? What gets you excited about them? Did you pre-order them? Are you holding off on these? Are you going to buy them later on? Let's have those fun movie physical media discussions down below. Also, what is your favorite TMNT movie or show? Let's share that down below as well and conversate with each other. And then if you haven't already, go ahead and Ninja Slash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when new physical media news and information topics post. And of course, have a great day watching and talking your movies. Of course, share this video out to TMNT fans and physical media collectors alike. And of course, you love this physical media topic, go ahead and mega slash another video and watch all the way through right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.